Greetings! If you like these daily crypto analysis videos, hit the like button and subscribe. Please share these videos with your friends to help the channel grow. I'm Crypto Snake, back again to discuss some Bitcoin analysis. So today we're going to start out on the one-day chart here. There's one part of this chart here that has me very bullish on Bitcoin right now, which is the Kijun-sen here. I was a little concerned for the past two candles or so. It was actually plateauing and building some support here, which had me a little concerned that we might see a downtick here, but we actually have broken up and started that incline again. As you can see, the SAR is still moving rather bullish on the one day here. And the Tenkan-sen down here has actually started to plateau as well, which is giving us nice support here around 6,600, which you can see lines up perfectly with these previous peaks. So what also has me bullish here on Bitcoin is the room to grow here on the RSI. If we go ahead and flip back to my other chart here, you can see that we did actually break through this resistance and we are finding tentative support on it right now. And we are still maintaining this bullish wedge here. Another bullish formation here actually is the separation from the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen here is actually increasing, which is bullish when it's moving in a bullish pattern. So what has me so bullish right now on the 4-hour chart here is that you can see these price peaks here are just about at the same level between 73.18 to 73.12. But the RSI differential here is almost a 4-point spread on the RSI. You can see that the RSI is still dipping, but the price is still maintaining. That basically means that we're consolidating the price here, which means that the RSI will likely continue to increase the price here. When consolidation like this happens and the RSI begins to pull back towards the center, that means that it is less overbought, which basically means the value, the absolute value of the coin is actually increasing and moving up. So the fact that the price is staying around the same area and the RSI is dropping means that it's not overbought and it's less likely to break down from there. There was definitely a lot of panic over the weekend as we hit this upper wedge on the 4-hour again and broke down. And as you may or may not know, weekends in Bitcoin especially are always very tumultuous. There's normally a price drop there, so that wasn't wholly unexpected. We are still hitting a very small amount of resistance here at 73.13, 73.12, give or take around there, as you can see on the Chikou span here. And as you can see here, the Kijun-sen on the 4-hour is also still increasing, and we have a nice bullish cloud here, which is also elevating. So moving back to the one-day chart here, you can see that we are still respecting this bullish wedge, and we are actually creating higher highs and higher lows. So my first bullish target right now is for Bitcoin to get up and test this 74.15 resistance area. We didn't see quite the pump I wanted to see coming through this cloud here, but if you go back and take a look at the Chikou span here, you can actually see that it did actually break through the Kijun-sen and it is going through the Tenkan-sen right now. I do believe we may still see a nice resounding pump here once we break this and the Chikou span has free range to fly. But for now, my first tentative target is 74.15 around that area. And if we do smash through that with conviction, I do believe we are due for a ride up to the 7700 area. That would overextend us on the daily RSI, and I do believe we are very likely to peak there and break down. And if we do break down, I'll set out some price targets for that. But before I get on with the rest of that and the technical analysis here, if you would like to join my free Telegram for insights on the market, including Bitcoin, altcoins, and a sneak peek to my personal entries and exits, join t.me/cryptosnakepit. Links directly to the chat and a link on how to install Telegram, which is a free chat program that I use to communicate with my VIPs, in the description below. Also, in our VIP group, I've just given out a list of entries for this week on potential altcoin pumps, and we have also been capitalizing Bitcoin's sideways movements, pulling 25% gains on ZRX, 20% on WON, 7% on GAME, 10% on ADA. If you want information on how to get into the VIP group to be part of these trades, the information is also in the description below. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market here. We're going to go ahead and switch into the Heiken Ashi mode to see the money flow. As you can see, the money flow is still moving green. There's still money pumping into the market, which is why I'm not saying that this is the peak here. I do believe we are still due for a nice little pump up to this resistance area still, even though we did get those red candles. Obviously, this is my own opinion, not investment advice, so please do your own research. If we go ahead down to the 4-hour chart here, you can see that we are still consolidating money in, money out, money in, money out, which is normal to see for a consolidation pattern like this. If we take a look at the total market cap today for crypto, it's basically all the money invested in cryptocurrency right now. We're up to 238 billion, just under, with a 24-hour trading volume of 12 billion, which is much higher than yesterday. If we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance level, you can see that we are still trending downwards here. We did actually test below into the 52% area, and we were rejected back up into the 53, so we're still ranging within that 53 to 54% of Bitcoin dominance, which obviously has the altcoin market in a little bit of indecision here. As you can see, the altcoin market is very similar to what it was yesterday. A lot of prices haven't moved. A lot of them have moved a couple percent up, a couple percent down here and there. For the most part, we are very slightly green, seeing a decent pump on some of these coins. As for some bullish news today, Walmart is actually exploring using blockchain for connecting their automated delivery drones. This is more of a bullish for the overall tech of blockchain, but it definitely, again, draws a lot more attention into the crypto space. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to use these drones to authenticate whether or not it's safe to give those packages to the other drones and verify that they are giving it to the correct drone, basically identifying it as a coworker with the blockchain keys. This is just another news story emphasizing the mass adoption of blockchain. As we've seen this month, a lot of bullish stories about these very, very large companies starting to use blockchain, even countries using blockchain now for their technology, which is very bullish. So as I said, I would lay out some price targets for where I think it could drop to after the peak. And before I mention that, I will mention that the SAR here on the 4 hour is mildly concerning, very mildly. That the slope of the SAR here is actually starting to decrease. That obviously would coincide with hitting that upper resistance area. Moving back to the 1 day chart here. As I did lay out in the other video, I did believe that a possible rejection off of this resistance is possible, and we may find some tentative support here around the 7135 area. Now if we do actually break down into this cloud, it's very, very likely that we could break all the way back down. We may find some support here at the 6730, but if we do actually break through the 6730, I do believe we will find tentative support either at the 6520 or all the way back down at the 6250 area, basically negating this entire pump again. But it actually would create a higher low. But if Bitcoin falls all the way down to here, that actually would signal a higher low, which would actually fit with the overall trend. As I did lay out in my overview of the market cycles history video, this trend is very likely to break down because I don't think we're actually done and fully complete with the cycle yet. So I don't believe this is going to instantly take us up to 20,000. We could see a potential pump here up to the 7720 area, possibly back up to 8,000, but I'm very, very hesitant on believing that. But overall right now I am still bullish on Bitcoin, at least testing the 7415 area. It is possible that it could break down before then if it gets rejected back off of this Tankinson back here. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a holy green candle out of here as well. I did give a warning out to my free VIPs as well that Tether did actually send $100 million, which created this manipulation candle here. They sent about $1 million off to Bitfinex, which normally means that they're getting ready to do some market manipulation. So obviously keep your eye out for that. I will give a warning out to my free VIP channel if I do see any market manipulation coming out, and I will warn you if there are any Tether pumps coming. But before I wrap this video up, I just want to say good luck on your trades this week. Please join me in my free Telegram at t.me/CryptoSnakePit, where I give up-to-the-minute updates on Bitcoin and my personal exits and entries to the private VIP group. Also included is our private VIP chat, where you can get personal technical analysis from me and answer any questions you might have. This is CryptoSnake, signing off.